What should I do?
Blood comes easy these days.
Ready. Moving. Not going to last much longer.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Still on my feet.
What's the plan?
Easy these days. Another fight. Let's go. Best be on my way.
Let's end this. Moving. Got to focus.
I think I could go another round. Better you feed the soil.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
This is the easy part.
If this is worth the cost.
Unsure. I never thought I'd see him again. My past is past. I concealed nothing from you. I simply left out the details that were not pertinent to our cause. But it seems you are interested in them. I killed Unsur out of necessity. For the crime of being an illithid, he would have killed me first. It's like I always told you. I was just like you, an adventurer who yearned for greatness. And in mortal terms, I achieved it. As captain of the Wandering Eye, I acquired enough gold to found Baldur's Gate. I stayed for a while to watch my city grow. But it was not enough. I grew restless again. The sea called to me, and I ran to her with open arms. Life at sea was not easy. Our last adventure was ruinous. My ship was destroyed, my crew lost, but my spirit was far from broken. I was determined to return in triumph once again. I heard of treasure in Moonrise. I strove to find it. What I found was an illithid colony, where I acquired a tadpole much like yours, and became a mind flayer, enthralled to the Elder Brain. It was Unsur who found me. Unsur who pulled me from the Brain's domination. Unsur who brought me home. He sought to cure me of my sickness, called on every healer he could find, nearly broke his spirit in the attempt. But he failed to understand. I wanted no healing. I was not sick. Stelmane's death was not my fault. Unsur's death was born of necessity. And make no mistake, I grieved them both. Unsur, in particular. Even after he had exhausted all possibility of reversing my condition, he still clung to hope. I tried to convince him of my reality. I was on the cusp of greatness beyond my wildest dreams. But all he could see was a mind flayer. He came to me as I slept, a mercy killing in his mind. I saw the tears. I felt his grief. I had no choice but to kill him first. It was an act of self-preservation. Put simply, yes. And being alive even more so. Do not think that I am ignorant of what I have lost. I may not regret my actions, but I do regret that they were necessary. While the past is beyond my influence, the present is not. It is time we move on. 2 nether stones remain in the hands of the Chosen. We must find them before we confront the Brain.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you a while.
Yes?
Thy wheel of fate turns ever to the dark. Dost thou require a new ally? Then thou must return. This is the price of balance. Well, by doom and dusk I strike thy neck. Archives. Rise.
How can I help?
One with the weave. No time to rest.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Still in control.
Just.
Ansur is dead. There will be no great tempest roaring through the skies, no dragon redeemer to save us. What hope then for Baldur's Gate? Without the Great Worm's aid, is the city doomed to fall?
You braved the worm's lair, seeking a savior. Yet it was you, all of you, who vanquished the undead abomination which Ansur became. You are more powerful than you understand. It is you who are the Tempest. It is you who are the heart of the gate.
You're right. We are the warriors who'll slay the Absolute. We are the guardians who'll defend this fair city. Yes, the brain will fall, and the people will hail us as champions. I could even claim my father's own ducal title and carry his banner after this. Grand Duke Will Ravengard, Marshal of the Flaming Fist, the city's truest defender. The Absolute's end would be the guarantee. Devilish visage be damned. If I were to call myself Grand Duke, no patriarch would deny the claim. I fought to right the wrongs of the coast, to slay the monsters that hunt the helpless. What good is a champion who puts himself above the people? What good am I as a politician just out of reach? There will be no Grand Duke Will Ravengard, and there will be no Blade of Frontiers. I am now the Blade of Avernus. For as long as demons and devils imperil the Sword Coast, they will be my prey.
A calm settles over you. The Elder Brain is a menace, but with the blade of Avernus at your side, you know you will triumph.
The blade of Avernus. How marvelous. It rolls right off the tongue. Tell me, little bug, who should Will's first target be? Yes, to kill the Absolute, to free the infected, to end the illithid grand design. Could there be a more heroic journey? But what about the next battle? And the next? How mighty will the stalwart blade be without warlock powers to help him? Tell me you haven't forgotten. Once the Absolute is no more, so is my aid. Well, perhaps I might pay a visit once he's settled, offer some advice. A bit of infernal altruism, if you will. Ah, the thrill of the unknown. I can't wait to see how this epic plays out.
The Blade of Avernus. A new name for a changed man. The four pillars finally rise within me. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. I'm not to abide them, but to become them. But enough reflection for today. I'm of a mind to celebrate. A hearty meal would do the trick. A few hunks of fresh venison, a round of brown ale. What do you say? Wonderful. You hunt the deer, I'll scrounge up the ale. Prepare your belly for a roast a la blade. Let's hope Gale doesn't take offense if I assume cooking duties, just the once. I scout both the hells and the coast's havens, and I destroy every fiend that dares put its eye on Faerun. Sure.
Will shall force all devil-kind to tremble before him. The hells have much to fear. The party's full. You'll need to make room. Ready for battle.
Do you feel that? The hells themselves tremble to face such a scourge as Will threatens to be. The Blade of Avernus, forged by a cambion, whetted on a dragon's hide. Those devils won't know what's coming for them. I've often asked myself the same question. Never really found a satisfactory answer. You clearly see something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I'll take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently. I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. For now, To have a few more days in your company? No. I wouldn't change a thing. Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for? Wonderful. Lead on, then.
So Will's the Blade of Avernus now. I suppose that's a new sort of frontier for him.
So, the Blade of Frontiers is dead. Long live the Blade of Avernus. I just hope he stays focused on battling infernal forces. The undead have it hard enough already.
The Blade of Avernus. I can't think of a better man than Will to take up the title. It's about time someone stood up to the evil fucks populating the Hells.
The Blade of Avernus. I suppose Hell is just another frontier.
Ready and willing. All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. What to do?
Tempest and his roar hurtle through you. Ansur's essence still lives within the helm, instilling you with power for as long as you wear it.
Give up now.
You're too late. It's over. You don't get it. We lost. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to Alder Ravengard's husk. Empty as a stare. A tadpole's puppet. Nothing more. He's spoken accusations. Apostasy. Conspiracy. Sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns. When the people need a miracle, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. Alder's words. I'd almost forgotten. No more sulking. I know what to do. Unlock my cell. Escort me out of Worm's Rock. I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades. Hurry.
Don't give me trouble now. Ready and willing. Invisibility. These things have stayed interesting.
Are they going to arrest us?
Let's rehearse this one more time.
What if they throw us in jail?
Pretend I'm a fist and tell me
Calm
what you
down,
were doing
dear.
in the house.
It won't happen,
Well,
I swear.
Oh, I can't really glaze that pig's the He wasn't even there.
Like somebody was in trouble.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time.
I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the fire started.
You've been saying that for ages, and we're still here.
Still in control.
I don't know, dear. I don't know.
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out. When the flames roared loudest, you pulled me to safety. Most would have let me burn. I won't forget it. I will travel to the upper city. Find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
How can I help?
It's not right about those steel watchers. I'm telling you.
Ah, they're harmless. Except if you're a criminal, of course.
Nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time.
I spoke to
What to do?
The people.
Are they going to arrest us? What if they throw us in jail?
better.
It won't happen, I swear.
Oh, I can't really glaze that paints the art. He wasn't even hurt.
Quite ready for you.
See Let's get on with it.
All is ash and meat.
Yes? You'll need to free up your ranks a little first. At your command. Such authority.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Will would be wiser to leverage his family name for a position of power in Baldur's Gate. The hells can have him for all I care.
Please provide full inventory of any and all livestock before entering Baldur's Gate proper. Smuggling or any other form of deceit will not be tolerated.
What are you gonna do? Check under my skirt for any stray chickens? Oh, what are you gonna do? I told you
Just
to
be
that
ready to leave when the time comes. Or preferably before.
You think you can do better?
I know you're hurting, but it won't bring her back, will it?
I know. I just don't know.
Only Lord
Do you know how worried I was?
Not a word on all the thefts and murders that are right on doorstep. No, you mustn't. The city is full of criminals. We can't let them know we're vulnerable.
Shouldn't go wandering in dark alleys. Very dangerous hobby. Gets people killed.
Oh, but surely we're safe with one of Nine Fingers' big strapping boys to protect us. That's her sigil on your ring, is it not?
Eyes to yourself, elf. You're here to see Nine Fingers? She didn't tell me. Always don't let anyone through, Tuscron. Never here's a list of special guests. Confusing. Come, I'll take you to the Guildhall. Nine Fingers is inside.
I love it.
In you go. Before I change my mind.
We're all on the same side, friend. Nine Fingers invited us herself.
The Guildmaster hired you, yes. But I think it's best if...
Wow, look who it is! Glad to see you in the city. Hope you found plenty of coin in Ketheric's coffers. Ready to do some business? Oh, I've got a few ideas. I'll be running this whole place in no time. Ready to do some business? I survived the Hells when Elturel fell. Compared to that, slipping out of Moonrise was child's play. Sure is. We work for Fetcher, handling what you might call pre-owned goods. Talk to Sticky. He'll cut you a deal.
See anything you like? Let's talk price. See anything of yours? No, you didn't.
It's an orphanage, Ukta. What would you have me do? Seize their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection, at the very least.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord? You're not suggesting I yield a single inch of the city, my city, to this cult?
We already look weak. If you're seen to be forgiving debts...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Arm any children old enough. If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a start on what's owed.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Uktar. We're playing host to a hero. You owe me a gold piece, grandmother. When I heard you died out in the wilderness, I made an offering at Kellamvor's well.
Of gold? Oh, I did not know I meant so much to you, Guildmaster.
No, I'm terribly sentimental. Case in point, I've just let a harper walk through my guild hall, noticeably unholed. Because I'm curious about why you're here and who it is you've brought with you. Thinking about moving in? I have some lovely lightless cells I could show you.
We won't tax your hospitality too long, Nine Fingers. I'm searching for Minsk of Rashomon.
A big name, that. Such information does not come cheap, High Harper. Not in normal times. Of course. Seeing as these are not normal times and we're all such good friends, I'll do better than tell you where he is. I'm bringing him here as we speak. Or parts of him, at least. I gave no orders about the condition of his corpse.
What treachery is this, Nine Fingers? Have you thrown in with the Absolute too?
Against my own city. Careful. You're in very real danger of hurting my feelings. It's Minsk who's found his faith with Faerun's newest god. And a new name with it. The Stone Lord.
Lies.
Minsk was never one to need much persuading. Not when it came to spilling my people's blood. In his short reign, the Stone Lord and his crew have earned a reputation. Pure brutality. No survivors. And where he mows my people down, this ripe little cult takes root. But not for much longer. We have word on where he plans to hit next. And he'll find us ready to hit back this time.
Nine Fingers. Estelle. Call off your ambush, tell us where he is, and we'll handle this.
We? I heard what happened to your Harpers, Jaheira. I'm sorry, but this fight's too big for you alone. If you're half the friend you're posing as, you'll tell her that her part in this is done. The Stone Lord's fate is sealed. We have a bigger war to fight. I'd rather turn our talk to that, but if you need a moment, Jaheira, well, you've earned that much. My guild hall is open to you. Have a drink, Jaheira. Have a rest. Just leave well enough alone. It would be a shame for the city to lose 2 of its heroes in one day.
There's little point in pressing Nine Fingers further. She means what she says. But we swore no vows. She won't tell us where to find Minsk. Someone else in her guild hall will. We need to be swift. I suppose we must greet the local wildlife. Guildhall is awash with ale-scented gossip at the best of times. These days, they have nothing but the Stone Lord to talk about.
So, the Stone Lord is Minsk, Jaheira's old acquaintance. Painfully small world at times.
Minsk is the Stone Lord. Jaheira's friend doesn't sound so friendly after all.
So, this Stone Lord is the legendary Minsk. And a newly minted cultist, no less. Are we sure we want to find him before Nine Fingers does? I doubt he'll be pleased to see us.
Sounds like we're not the only ones tracking down this Minsk fellow. Let's hope Nine Fingers' bounty doesn't attract too much competition.
Minsk is working for the cult. Damn! He must have been tadpoled, or worse. The real Minsk would never join up with the goddamned Absolute. Maybe we can help him. The Prism, right? He should shut that tadpole up. If he doesn't kick our butts first. It's kind of his thing.
Minsk, the Great Ranger. He's alive and infected. Hells, we need to act.
My people tell tales of Minsk and his ferocious hamster Boo, to frighten our children. Beware, loud men with purple scalps and ugly rodents, for they think of you as evil and will kill you on sight. It is amusing to hear that the legendary ranger has become as much a terror in his own city as he is in the Underdark.
Keep the Harper out of trouble. Just because I don't want to kill her doesn't mean I won't. Beyond that, be welcome. Be merry. Is there something you require of a humble guildmaster? Oh. Did you enjoy the encounter? Am I supposed to swear vengeance? I heard they'd grown a little indiscreet. The rats usually keep a lid on their nastier notions, but with the Stone Lord business distracting me, some are starting to test the leash. All the more reason to be rid of the cult quickly, so I can remind my crews it's not a leash round their necks if they cross me. It's a noose. Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. Simple enough. After Jaheira warned me and then disappeared, I went nosing into the cult for myself. I could bore you with the details. How I found evidence of Gortash's projects, traced him to Orin the Red, and made a safe bet there was some dried-out old necromancer to round out the three. Because it's always the dead, bloody three. Has been half-gods who can't help but make their irrelevance everyone else's problem. Oh. You've got some juicy little tidbit I haven't heard yet. Huh. It seems like my intelligence on you was patchy at best. That's annoying. You are until you're not. But if there's a tainted elder brain slopping around below my city, I think we need one another more than ever. So, as long as you can keep a lid on what's growing inside you, we're allies. Until you can't, and we're not. Simple enough, I reckon. Now, war to be fought. You need anything? Keep me from having to kill the Harper. Which means keeping out of the Guild's way, all right? Wonderful. You have. But don't be so quick to bat away a helping hand. You find few enough of them in this city. The Flaming Fist can be bought. The Harpers are scattered, and the Parliament of Beers, well, they're just generally too inbred to be useful. The Absolute's at our gate, and the Guild are the only ones truly standing against it. Keep the Harper out of... Beyond that, be welcome. Be merry.
You are not known to me. For supplies, seek the Bugbear. To trade trinkets, the Fetcher's Brats. I am Uktar, duly elected Guild Bursar, and I will not have my time wasted.
Oh, is that what Nine Fingers was doing earlier? Wasting guild time with this Stone Lord business?
You might say so. I could not possibly comment.
I sense there is no love lost between the two of you.
I need not love to serve. You have a point you wish to make? I have not come so far by indulging in petty disputes. But I am open to transactions of mutual benefit. I am interested in gaining access to vaults beneath the counting house. I'd pay well for keys to those vaults, provided said vaults are not emptied prematurely, of course. I suspect that what you seek might also be found beneath the counting house. I tell you this only as a matter of mutual interest.
She plans to ambush Minsk at the counting house. But what the hells would he want there?
What you do with that information is a matter for yourself. Now, back to the vault keys. Do we have business to conduct? Until you do, then,